On the ground to third, Urias jumps, throws, nicely done for the out.
Batting second, left fielder, Juan Soto.
And first offering is fouled off. There's a strike at the knees.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
0-2 now. Got him. That's the second out.
I got to think that was the plan all the way. He set him up with the high fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination. Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
That one finds the zone, and that's strike one. That's in there.
3-1 count, saying to himself, I've got to get a fastball here. Just spins a get me over breaking ball to bring the count full.
And that's ball 4. Tried another slider, but it missed the plate.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Bichette off of first with 2 away. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out. Here's a catcher to hit. Francisco Alvarez. Swing at a chopper. Gets him easily. Ends the inning. Back here in Queens. Digging in. Thomas S.V.G. Swing at a ground ball. Now the throw to first on the run. And very nicely done for the out. Jordan goes 6'1", 23 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick in 2020. Gets down, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Now it's going to be Ramon Urias. He's been a great free agent sign. In the air, right field. And there's 2 down.
Batting 8th, second baseman, J.J. Weatherholt.
Hard hit to third. They get the force. That's the inning. Back here at Citi Field, we head to the bottom of the second. Brett Beatty up now for the Mets.
Hey, I'm hoping not hurt. Hope I'm not hurt.
That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
That's a ball.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Oh, great stop. Throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Batting 7th, right fielder, Jared Young.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1. And there's a foul ball. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 gone now.
That right there is one of those breaking balls that you swing through and you feel like you should have done something with it or at least spoiled it away. But when it's breaking in on you like that, if the spin is tight enough, it can actually tie you up.
Carson Benj in the box now. No balls and a strike.
that's low.
On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Joshua Baez.
Slides for the stop, fires to first, and that's a great play for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent, the arm strength was there, and of course, the most important part was getting the out.
On the ground, right side, and that chance handled. Gets it to first. Fine play in the hole for the out. Jordan Walker next up for the Cardinals. He's 0 for 1. And he hits a ground ball right side. Beatty to first. They don't come any quicker. 3. Set for the bottom of the third. Stepping in, number 9.
They seem to be a little aggressive at the plate today, specifically going after that changeup. Swinging out of the zone is only going to hurt your chances to do any damage.
Just missed. Challenge from behind the dish here. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. So they'll lose their first challenge. The 3-1. Right through there for a strike. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Battling here as he fouls it away. Payoff pitch. Hard hit, right side. Jordan steps on the bag. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. The shortstop takes the ball. Nobody in his team has scored more runs than he has this season, Singy. And a foul ball. This right center field. That one over the fence and gone.
That dude is beast, man.
For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
Soto in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
That misses the zone. Ball 3. Ripped on the ground a second. Throws to first in time. High chopper to third. And it stays fair.
That's
so
crazy.
Not keeps the inning
That's
alive.
crazy.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco.
No, that's low.
In the dirt. Tied up here in the early going. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Over to Jordan. That's the third out. Another look at the long ball from Francisco Lindor. Welcome back and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers.
Damn, we'll take that, bro.
That's through for a base hit.
We'll take it.
And a good start to the inning.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And that one fouled off. Yo one.
Damn.
Foul territory behind the play. And there's one down. Go ahead run on base. Thomas S.V.G. next up for the Cardinals. Grounded out to short in his first trip. In the air, right field. Out, number 2.
Up next for the Cardinals, first baseman Blaze Jordan.
And the first offering is not close. Hit in the air, right field. And that'll do it. Thanks for tuning in. Sweep warning, Singy. Sweep warning.
Not so fast, though. Seeing quite the battle so far. It's always toughest to close out a series because pride kicks in on the other side.
That one finds the zone. That is strike 2.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Swings and misses. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
For the Mets, second baseman.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Brett Beatty, the next to hit.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Beatty checks his swing. Appeal down to third. Yes, he did. That's a swing. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Away, away, away. And clearly that was the plan right there. He just wasn't able to put it in play. And that should tell you something as a hitter. Sometimes you're a little too conscious of the inside pitch, and you're not able to cover that outside part of the plate. So clearly some adjustments to be made next time.
That one hit the knees for a strike. Now there's a bullet down the line. And that's the third out. New inning getting started. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Ramon Urias. Foul ball there.
You know, these Cards, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at a lot of first pitches, and they've given away 7 outs as a result. They might just want to consider a more patient approach.
So a man on base to start the inning. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Here comes the 0-1. Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
On the ground, could be 2. The flip, 1 at second, and that's 2. 1 hit in the inning. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. And that one ripped to left. 1 down.
Clearly ready to hit right there. First pitch of the inning hits a bullet, and it just is one of those bad luck ABs.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. That one finds the zone. 1 and 2. Up the middle, S.V.G. Fires to first on the run, and they get the out.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there just. Over it, got the ground ball.
Lindor in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. Singy, he's been one of the best players in baseball in terms of scoring runs. In fact, his numbers place him top 5 in the league. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea. We played 5 full. Back here in Queens. Close game here, and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. So digging in, Ivan Herrera.
Yes.
On a line, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for the Cardinals.
These days, when you see a ball come off the bat like that, I mean, the first thing you want to know as a spectator, what was the exit velocity? 109 in this case. I mean, that's just impressive, and it's so cool we can get that sort of feedback so instantly in today's game.
Tracks it down for the out. 1 away.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
And that one is lifted in the air.
Man, just missed it.
2 down.
Just missed it. Oh. Just missed it.
Go ahead run on base. Ryan Torres next up for the Cardinals. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Wow. That's not even close to the zone.
Next offering is fouled back. This one in the air, center field. And that is that. So back here at Citi Field. Well, we go bottom 6. New arm on the mound for the Cardinals, Cooper Jerpy.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out. Well, these Mets need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just one extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Ripped, but it curls foul.
Oh, he is so dangerous.
That's ripped to right, down the line.
Catch it, please.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. Still 2 challenges left for them. The lefty, the 1-0.
That's a ball.
All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. That one
Damn, I gave up the long ball.
See you later.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Polanco at the plate now, and that's strike 1. Base hit.
Oh, fuck.
So a man aboard now with 1 away. And here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Missed with a changeup. Ball 1. And that's a little high.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked.
The tag, and he's out at second.
Yes.
You know, Boog, this is the part of the game that oftentimes is overlooked. This is the grunt work. Great job of the catcher using his body to deaden that pitch. Keeps it close, and then throws a strike down to second. Hats off.
Alvarez off of first with 2 away. This is again 5 in a row. Towards first. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Garrett.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but
Go out.
Yeah, this ball is well hit.
Go out.
This
Go
one's got a
out. Go out.
chance.
Go out.
Bounces
Hey,
off
I hope
the
you
wall
missed
as
it.
he makes a great grab. Blaze Jordan next up for the Cardinals. 1 for 2. What a
Damn.
stop to first. Nicely done for the out. Hardliner. He gets there to make the play. A nice running grab. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Right fielder, Jared Young.
Nope, ball one. Ball.
And now it's even up.
well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Tosses to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Bag one.
Strike 2. Bench wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges.
Did he go?
1-1, check swing, appeal down to third. Did not go. 2-1 now. That one missed. And there's ball 4.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
He's got it.
Up next.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. He blasted one out earlier in the 3rd.
Just a solo home run, but an important swing of the bat in this game. We've already seen him do it once. Can he do it again?
Yes.
That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the
That
wall.
motherfucker.
Coming home.
Hit.
And they lead by 2.
Drove that ball nicely, put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Trying to put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
Up the middle. And that's a base hit. Lindor zipping around there. And they take a 3-run lead. Will Bichette up to the dish. He had a big swing back in the 6th. The solo shot. Manager out of the dugout. Quinn Matthews taking over on the mound.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
And that's a little bit high. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And the call stands. It was indeed a ball. So they're now out of challenges.
Then he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Soto leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Fights it off. He'll see another. Foul ball. Another 2-2 upcoming. This one kicks away from Herrera. Man on second, 2 down. Stays alive. 3-2 now. Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first. What a play. Inning over. Welcome back. The sweep is still in play, but they'll need a late rally to make that happen, Singy.
This is when you find out a lot about a club's makeup, Boo. Fight, focus, and how badly they want it. Of course, I'm talking about both sides.
Strike 2. Stirring in the bullpen for the Mets. Devin Williams. The closer is getting ready and perhaps looking at a long save opportunity here. Perez also throwing. That one ripped right center field. That's back. Out of here.
Yes!
And they cut into the lead. It's 4-2.
This game just got a little more interesting with that home run.
Here's Baez. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're in the top of the 8th. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Swing and a miss. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Damn, Tim. That was tough.
2 away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate.
For the Mets.
2 outs, base is empty. Now up for St. Louis, Jordan Walker. 0 for 3 in this one. And that one fouled off. Oh, 1 now. Swing and a foul out of play. Two down, nobody on.
Damn.
Nice grab. Fires to first, and that's a nice play to end the inning. Cardinals do get one back on the solo. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
First baseman, Jorge Polanco.
Late on that fastball. Matthews pitching for the 20th time this season, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2023. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Swings and lines a base hit into left field, and the leadoff man aboard.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Fastball for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
And it's over for him. And now 2 aboard. So up next for New York, Brett Beatty.
Whoa.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout.
Oh, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more.
Oh, that ball finds its way to the outfield. A base hit. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in. They lead by 3, 5-2. That one lifted to left. And there's 2 away. Two aboard, 2 outs. And now the center fielder. Bounce to the right. Weatherhold. They take the force out. They limit the damage here. But the RBI single pushes across a run. Back here in Queens, here's the Cardinal DH, Jay Howard. That's ripped into the outfield. And there's 1 down.
Very nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Now batting center fielder number 39.
Fought off foul. 1 down, base is empty here in the 9th.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 1-2. The Mets trying to close out a 3-run lead here at the top of the 9th. Hard hit left side. Bichette whips it to first. Cardinals now with just 1 out remaining. Thomas S.V.G next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. High fly ball, right field. Young should have this one.
I didn't get the sweep.
He puts it away, and that'll do it. The Mets salvage the finale of this 3-game series.
Some ugly ass plates. Plates ugly as fuck. Adidas make the worst plates. Steak plates are terrible. Adidas plates are fucking terrible. Adidas make the worst plates. They design. Them ain't new ones. That shit trash. I don't want niggas out there.
Good evening.